My name's Janae. Thank you so much for joining me for your 30-minute full body workout. This is going to be Pilates inspired, which means it's low impact, lots of focus on the core, and all you'll need is a mat or a towel. Let's go ahead and start warming up, and then we'll flow right into our work. Take the feet nice and wide, and just start a little bend in each knee. Shifting the weight from the right side to the left side. Good. Beginning to open up our hips. Excellent. As you start to get the hang of this move, bring the palms together. See if you can get a little bit deeper into that squat, really sending the hips back, side to side. Starting to feel the legs heat up a little bit. Good. Next time you find yourself on the left side, stay here. We're going to pulse. Belly pulls in, shoulders pulling down away from the ears. Lots of focus on form. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring your hands to frame that foot. Go ahead and twist all the way around to the side of the mat. Right hand stays down as the left arm peels open. Twist toward that bent knee. Take a breath in. Feel your back body lengthen. Good. Exhale, frame the foot, and then peel the toes off the mat. Feel that big stretch in the hamstring. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Send yourself back into the lunge. We're going to come back to center and continue that little side-to-side movement. Breathe right here. Keep your chest lifted. You know where we're headed. Next time you find yourself on the right, we're going to stay there and pulse. Good. Sending the hips back. Shoulders down away from the ears. Good. Really breathe here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Frame the foot. Turn all the way around. Take a breath in as your belly pulls up. And then twist and open. Good. Right arm to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Good. Frame the foot. Pick the toes up. Go ahead and stretch long on the mat, lengthening through the hamstring. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. Nicely done. Walk it all the way back to center and then just roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back and down. Here we go. We're going to do a little tap side to side. So just kind of leaning your weight onto one foot and coming up on that toe. Let your arms just cross the body. If it feels okay, maybe the arms reach up overhead. This is where we increase that heart rate a little bit. Good. Stay with it. 8, 7, 6. Last 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Bring your feet together. Roll the shoulders back and down as you give a little march and roll them forward. Nicely done. One more back and forward. Excellent. Bring your hands behind the head, fingertips lightly touching. Let's bring that left foot out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Good. We're going to squeeze and bring the elbow and knee close to each other. Exhale, tap it down. Good. Squeeze in. Exhale, lower. So as you're getting your bearings here, as you're finding your balance, notice if this feels okay. If we need to, we can always use that opposite hand to hold on to a countertop and just not bring the arm and leg as close together. That's okay. Good. Keep breathing. Finding that rotation through the midline. You're doing so well. Nice. Keep the elbows nice and open. We're here for 5 and 4, 3, last 2. Good. Final 1. Come back to that little outstretched position. We're just going to lift and lower. Leg is nice and straight. Knee is pointing toward the front. If you want, you can take that hand out, lift and lower. It's a tiny movement. We're just working that glute medius, that kind of middle of the glute, the side of the glute. Good. Keep breathing. Here's 3 and 2. Good. Last 1. That same leg that was working is going to come back in a little curtsy. Hands come back behind the head. Here we go. Little dip in the knees. Then squeeze and bring it up. So now that elbow and knee on the same side are touching. Squeeze down, squeeze up. Good. Squeeze down and up. So good. Now, if your knee doesn't want to come as high as, for instance, what mine is doing, that is okay. If you're right here, be right there. We're more after what this move feels like in your body than how it looks. Good. I'm guessing you feel it. So nicely done. Keep the belly pulled in. We're here for 4 and 3. Last 2. Good. Final 1. Come back to that curtsy. This time, arms stretch up. Beautiful. Take it down and up, down and up. So feeling the inner thighs. Maybe they're pressing together like mine are. Whatever your stance is, shoulders are down away from the ears. Legs are burning. Here's 3 and 2. Last 1. Hold it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it up. Woo, that was fiery. You're doing awesome. Take the hands behind the head. Let's set up for that other side. Right leg gets long, knee faces forward. Here we go. Squeeze across, tap it down. Squeeze and tap. Now check in with your breathing. Maybe you've started to build some heat, got a little sweat going. Maybe the balance is super challenging for you. Remember that option to take the opposite hand onto some kind of surface and assist you a little bit. Good. Be wherever you are today. Feeling grateful for the ability to move your body. Give it 3 more. 3 and 2. Good. Last 1. Bring that toe out long. Here we go. Lift and lower. If you want, extend that same arm on that side. Good. Breathe. Squeeze up, squeeze down. We're feeling that middle of the glute, a little bit of outer thigh, belly still pulling in, active core the whole time. Woo. Keep breathing. Here's 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Bring the hands back behind the head. Find that curtsy. Squeeze down. Squeeze up. So now we've got that right knee connecting to the right elbow or moving in that direction. Good. Squeeze and lift. Stay with me right here. Noticing those natural imbalances from right to left side of the body, it's all good. We all have them. This is what we do to kind of even those out. Good. Breathe with it. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Good. Meet me in that curtsy lunge right here. Arms up. Pulse. Breathe. So good. Shoulders down. Keep breathing. Here's 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3. Hold it down on the 1. Hold here. 8, 7. So good. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, shake it out. You're doing amazing. I'm going to face this way on my mat to be have my feet mostly on the mat. Face whatever way feels good to you. We're going to start our lunge series. So step back first with that left foot. Step it back as the arms stretch up and forward. Same thing on the right. Step forward. So we're catching our breath. Arms can just kind of be fluid here. We're focusing on stretching the hip flexor. Do you feel it as you step back? Do you feel that hip flexor? Good. Take it back and forward. 3 more. Woo. Last 2. Excellent. Last 1. Now let's meet up together. Everyone step that right foot back. Come into your lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. Reach the arms forward. Let's open that palm of the right hand. Stretch it back and forward. Stretch back. Stretch forward. Belly button pulls in. Little rotation in the midline. Your eyes can follow that hand as long as it feels okay in the neck. Breathe. You're doing amazing. Here we go. 4 and 3. Keep pulling that belly button tight into the spine. Last 2. Good. Final 1. Right here. Take it back up to that lunge. We're going to bring that extended knee, the right knee forward. Squeeze it in and out. In and out. Now, as soon as you feel ready, we're going to pick up the pace. In, up, good. Again, elevating that heart rate. Low impact, high intensity. It means it's hard work, but we're not jumping. Here's 5 and 4, 3, 2, last 1. Step it up, shake it out. Now, the good news is you know exactly what to do. The bad news is we've got to do it on the other side. Here we go. That's not really bad news. That's good. Let's take that left foot back. Take it all the way up. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Good. Reach the hands forward. Here we go. Stretch the palm wide as you reach back and forward. Back and forward. Keep the chest lifted. You're doing amazing. Keep breathing. Legs are staying stationary while just that top half of the body is moving. Isometric hold on the bottom. Here's 3 and open. 2. Last 1. Good. Come back to center. Arms sweep up. Let's tap that foot forward. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower. Little quicker. Add that pace. Just barely tap back and pull that knee up. Good. Keep the chest lifted. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come right back to the feet together. I'm going to face you. Give a little bend in your knees. We're coming to a chair pose. Inhale, arms up by the sides. Now I know your shoulders feel like they've already been working. We're going to double down on that effort. Take the palms wide. Squeeze the elbows out as goalposts. Good. Squeeze in and open. Reach up. Squeeze down. Together. Open and up. Stay here for one more. Then we're going to add a heel lift. Not yet, but soon. Good. Reach up. Good. Now right here, as the elbows come down, heel lift. Then you can squeeze them down as those arms come up. Open and up. Good. Squeeze down. Together. Open and up. Good. Heels lift. Elbows together. Open and up. Good. Squeeze. Together. Open and up. 3 more. Squeeze. Now, feel free to take out that heel lift. You do what works for your body today. Good. Last 1. Squeeze up. Open. Out and up. Beautiful. Bring the hands all the way behind the body. Palms are going to face up. Here we go. Just pulse the hands to the sky. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Triceps are working like crazy. Can you keep your knees bent? Still see your toes beyond the knee. Chest is lifted. Here we go. 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Interlace your fingers. Give yourself a little side-to-side stretch. So good. Back to center. Dip it to the other side. Really nice work. Good. Come back up to center. Exhale the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers anywhere they want to connect. At the hand, opposite hand to elbow. And then just stretch the chest open as you look to the sky. Good. Maybe you hinge at the hips and drop forward. Remember, this can be done any amount. You can connect at your elbows and do the same thing. Release the head all the way down. Let the neck be long. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the hands down. Roll yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. Head and neck stack last. Roll the shoulders back. Roll them down. You've done so well. That completes our standing series. Let's make our way down to the mat. Go ahead and come onto your knees and fingers, hands spread wide. So you can spread the fingers wide. You can tent up on the fingers or make fists for wrists if this angle tends to bother your wrist. From here, let's extend first that right leg and left hand. We're just going to squeeze up off the mat to about parallel. Exhale down. Squeeze up, lower down. Good. So I said that we'd work a lot of core. Everything that's not your arms and legs is your core, and maybe your head and neck as well. So right now we're working a lot of back body and a lot of what we think of as our abs. Good. So squeezing up, we're working our shoulders, our mid-back, our glutes. So good. Stay with it. 4 more like this. 4 and 3. Last 2. Final 1. Stay up and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Send that foot all the way out to the side, the one that was extended, and then just shift back. Reach your fingers forward. If it feels good, maybe walk your hand over in that same direction as the foot. Get a little stretch of your inner thigh. Good. Walk your hands back to center. Let's set up for that other side, kind of intermixing those small little stretches with that big dynamic movement. Beautiful. Let's take that left arm back, right arm extends. Take it up and lower, up and lower. So notice if you're dipping in the low back at all, see if you can pull up, be strong through the belly. That's your powerhouse. That core is working so hard in Pilates. Good. Breathe. You're doing amazing. Stay strong mentally. Let your body follow suit. We're here for 4 and 3. Last 2. Final 1. Stay up with me. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take the foot out to the side. Stretch the hips back as you reach the fingertips forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. If it feels good, walk your hands over that same direction as the foot. Feel a nice lengthening on the side body. Really nice work. Take it all the way back around. We're coming back to this little tabletop position. If this is challenging for you, feel free to stay here. Otherwise, I've got an option for you to tuck the toes under and come into a little hover position. It's kind of called a bear crawl. So we've got that little hovering position. You can either do this from the knees or lifted. We're going to step back with the left, then follow with the right. Forward with the left, follow with the right. So the same thing is happening from the knees. If we're here, we're stepping back to that plank and coming back to kneeling. Good. So pick whatever level. Maybe you even float between the two. You do you. Listen to your body, but keep that spine so straight. Good. We're still leading with that same foot. We're going to change soon. 2 and 1. Come back to either kneeling or bear. Here we go. Start with that opposite foot. Step back, follow. Good. Forward and follow. So now we're leading with that right, following with the left. This is one of those moves that if you saw someone doing, doesn't look too bad, then you realize how fiery it really is. Good. You're doing amazing. We have 3 more. Here's 2. Come with me. Last 1. Beautiful. Now pause on the knees or lifted. So in either position, we're going to give a little side to side sweep, sweep. Here's 8, 7. We're just pivoting on the toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Take a minute to regroup. Make sure your breathing calms down, your heart rate settles a bit. We're going to meet on our backs for this next little part of our workout. You're doing awesome. Lightly grab behind the knees. Give yourself a little pull. Loosening up the hip flexors. Squeeze in. Beautiful job. Leave that right knee in. We're going to extend the left leg out. Little squeeze in and switch. Good. Now, if the head and neck feel okay, I want you to peel them off the mat. And when your hand is coming to the front of your shin, just make sure you avoid the knee joint. So anywhere along the shin or the ankle, fine to grab onto. Good. Remember, if your head and shoulders are uncomfortable or the neck, you can come down. Good. Keep breathing. Find that belly button. Pull it back into the spine. Always checking in on that form. You could stay here or come with me. Maybe we extend the leg up. Again, avoiding that knee joint, but anywhere behind the hamstring or the calf, is good. Squeeze in and switch. Squeeze and switch. You are doing amazing. Whatever variation, whatever level you've chosen is exactly where you should be today. Keep breathing. So good. Find space between the chest and the chin. Here's 4 and 3. Last 2. Final 1. Keep that right leg in. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6. Just a tiny little pulse of the elbows. 4, 3. You know we have to do that other side. Switch here. Let's pulse it in. Breathe. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a quick little hug. Pull the knees in. Take a breath. Maybe flex and point the toes. We're heading into our next move. Hands are going to come behind the head. Make that little hammock. Now we're going to cross opposite knee to elbow. Good. So just do a few like this, a slow motion bicycle. Super slow. Again, if the neck doesn't like this, you can just do the same thing from the mat. Maybe the elbow and knee don't connect. That's fine. Good, now let's add on here. The next time we come over to that right knee, we're gonna pause, extend the foot and hand up, come back to the elbow and knee, and switch. You can do it. Lots of thinking. Crossing that midline, engaging those obliques like crazy. Squeeze up, squeeze down. You are so strong. You're showing up today, doing something so good for your body. Stick with me. Breathe and switch. A couple more. Here's 4, 3, last 2, final 1. Awesome job. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Now, from this position, we're going to start a little rock and roll. This is our last ab move. Final series of the class. So if you have a previous injury in your tailbone perhaps, or this doesn't feel great, feel free to not rock all the way up. You can keep it low and just stay here. But if this feels okay, come with me. Now, we're going to start to balance at the top, so don't let your toes touch down. Roll down, come up. This is one of my favorite Pilates variations, rolling like a ball, which we can see why it's called that. Here we go. So hard not to let those feet touch down. Give me 2 more. Last one, we're going to hold at the top. Meet me at the top of this position. Pull that belly button in, shoulders back, arms out. Good, breathe in, tap the toes, alternating right and left, right and left. Now keep the legs doing exactly what they're doing. Just start to lift the arms. Lift them a little bit more. Good, keep the shoulders back and down. Keep lifting the arms. We've got 1 more level to lift the arms. Take them all the way up so you cannot see them in your peripheral vision. Keep breathing. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done, folks. Take your soles of your feet together. Give yourself a little dip forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Nicely, nicely done. Roll yourself up. I'm going to turn to face you. Stay in whatever seated position feels comfortable. I'm going to keep that left leg, the non-active one, bent, and just pick the right leg up. This is called cradle the baby. This is a great hip stretch. Feel free to have this bottom leg however it feels good. You can extend it out, keep it tucked in. Just give yourself a little rock side to side. We worked our hips and the mobility in our hips so much today. We just want to make sure everything is feeling nice and open by the end of class. Now, if that bottom leg's not already bent, go ahead and tuck it in. We're going to set this right foot on just the outside of that quad. Sit up nice and tall, and then give that top knee a hug with the right arm as you twist all the way around. Once you get to that twist, if it feels good, bring the elbow kind of in front of the knee to give yourself a little bit more leverage to twist. Good. Bring the eyes over the back shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go as you release back around. Nicely done. You guys know what we're doing on the other side. Set up however you like for that other side. Now, the trick in this position is to not roll back onto the back of the tailbone. Sit up nice and tall, just moving any amount that feels good. You have done an amazing job today. Go ahead and set that foot down right by the top of the quad. Sit up nice and tall. Left arm reaches around. Eyes go over the back shoulder. Maybe we add that little lever. Good, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Good, untwist. Come back to center. One more little stretch for our shoulders. Come into a comfy seated position, either cross-legged or hero's pose while you're seated on your heels. Take the left arm up, breathe in. Use that opposite arm to just assist the stretch, keeping the head as upright as you can, space away from that chin and chest. Good, stay here, or maybe bring that bottom arm around. Perhaps the hands want to meet each other or come close. If they don't come close, no big deal. Just reach onto your shirt. Give yourself a little leverage to open up that shoulder. Good, release it out. Same thing on the other side. Reach up. Use that elbow to assist, or that hand to assist on the elbow. Good, stay here, or maybe take it that step farther. Beautifully done. Go ahead and release the hands down. Walk that right forearm out to the side as you lift the left arm up overhead. Feel a big side body stretch as you maybe lift the eyes to the sky. Beautiful. Reach that hand all the way around the front. Same thing on the other side. Setting up for that nice long arm stretch. Eyes reach up. Beautiful. Just appreciating this feeling that you've created in your body today. Give yourself a few little circles of the spine, being exactly where you are on your mat. Go ahead and reverse it back around. Beautiful. Sit up nice and tall, taking a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling it out of your mouth. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I hope to see you next time.